What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It is Austin in China coming at you live through the power of the internet. Today, we are back in my classroom. We're back in my classroom because I am, it's because we're back. That's the only reason we're here. So, all right. Whoa, there was a lot of delay for a second. Okay, I had my other window open and everything got a bit crazy. But yeah, there is the bell for the first class. There it is. So class has begun, and not a lot of activity. Not a lot of activity. So yeah, that's oh well. I mean, at least I've got the classroom looking nice. The classroom looks good, so that's something. That's something. We at least got a nice looking classroom. So yeah. But yeah, let me just go ahead and put you guys down here, and we'll I want to move it because I kind of like having these characters back here. So yeah, what's going on, everyone? What's going on? Guillermo, you are back. Nice to see you. Nice to see you 2 days in a row. Yeah, I've never done 2 live streams in a row. At least, well, not 2 days in a row. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of nice. We'll see how it goes. I have already sent my messages to my first class. So I've sent my messages. I basically just sent all the content for the class, and we'll see what kind of questions they have and any concerns. So I may kind of break up the stream. I may kind of like stop for a minute and type on the computer if anyone has any questions or things like that. So we'll see. But yeah, today is exam prep day. It's the same as I did yesterday. My students are preparing for their exams. So yeah, I just sent them some information about how we're going to do final exams and just some things to look out for, some like common problems, ways they can troubleshoot kind of any issues they might have. And yeah, so let's check out the comments. All right. Wow. 308, 308, 308, whatever. Small group. I came on YouTube and noticed you were doing this now. Yeah, I mean, I did leave some like I did put it up on Instagram and I put it up on my some other platform. Oh, Twitter. I put it up on Twitter as well. But yeah, generally speaking, I don't announce when I'm gonna live stream. You just kind of have to just be here. You have to be on YouTube. But I think like early morning in China, generally speaking, is good for a lot of the world, or at least a lot of my audience, because my audience mainly is from the USA, is from Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Malaysia. I get a lot from the UK as well, but the UK it's hard to account for the UK. Their time zone. I think it's like 1 in the morning or something over there. He Kong. Okay. Will you ever go back to Lanzhou? I would love to go back to Lanzhou. I like just because I mean I did leave Lanzhou, but I still think about it. I was talking to someone about it this morning. I was talking to someone about Lanzhou this morning, actually. Yeah, it's such a great place, Lanzhou is, but I just it's real far, it's real far from here. I would love to go back someday, and I hope I will. I really, really would like to. I have my first class back in the classroom about an hour here in Zhejiang. Okay. All right. So, hey, real quick, everyone, this is Jamaica Funk. He actually is a YouTuber. I remember I went through your channel Well, I mean, I glanced at your channel. I didn't watch any video. I don't really watch China YouTube stuff anymore. But I've actually seen your channel. I know you've put some stuff out there. So if anybody wants to check out Jamaica Funk, he is making videos on YouTube. And well, he likes me, so he's obviously got good taste. So, there you go. Okay, I'm a Forester. Okay. All right. Maybe it's a Forester. Are you a Forester or just Forster? Hi from South Carolina, fairly new subscriber. Well, welcome to the family. Welcome to the party. I hope that you're enjoying yourself. Um, yeah. So, okay. The people in the chat. There's about 14 of you. For a new subscriber, are there any of my videos that you would recommend, like your favorite videos of mine that like a new subscriber could watch? Um, like that could be an idea, because I always kind of struggle with the idea of like what is someone going to see when they come to my channel for the first time, and like what kind of profile should I present for a new subscriber, or like what sort of playlist should I have for a new subscriber, or should I even have a playlist for a new subscriber, or just kind of let it sit? I don't know. You actually are a Forester. Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, I always think about that. Like, what do new subscribers see when they go to the channel? Do they actually just watch a couple of new videos and then subscribe, or do they actually go back? Do they go, there are the airplanes? Can you hear the airplanes? Can you hear them? Can you see the airplane? Actually, I can't see the airplane. But yeah, there's the view. I don't know how well you can see it, but that's the view. Um, so yeah. All right. All right. Let's see. Okay. Hello from Dallas, J Lightning Wong. All right, fantastic. We got a Texan in here. We got two Texans in here. We got at least me and him. Did I eat breakfast? Yes, I did. I had some vegetable balsa. So okay. Oh, my students are replying. Hold on. They've just left a sea of okay messages. Okay. Get it. I don't think they've actually got it. These my first classes, they're definitely my lowest level class. We'll get back to it. Hold on. Oh yeah, did I eat breakfast this morning? I did. I actually had some vegetable balsa. So a balsa is basically it's a bun. It's like a bun that's stuffed with vegetables, and then they steam it. So like I actually have a picture of the one I ate this morning. So it's actually cabbage and cabbage, carrot, and mushroom. Yeah, and I was like, I got I got it, and then I was just eating it on the bridge as I was looking over the river. It was kind of a nice moment, actually, because I like eating and walking. I like eating and like driving my e-bike, and like I just really enjoy that. So yeah, I drove the e-bike over to the bridge, and then I just kind of ate on the bridge and kind of looked at the water and all that. It was really great. It was really nice. I've got another message. Hold on. See if you can bait that. That was from my coworker. Okay. So yeah. Right. So how did I lose so much weight? You look great. I went on the keto diet, the ketogenic diet. Just a lot of fats, a lot of healthy fats, a lot of protein, and very, very low carbs and no sugar. So there you go. High fat, moderately high protein, very, very, very low carbs, no sugar. That's basically how it goes. I've been off it for a while, and I can tell a little bit. Like my face is kind of filled out, so I can tell that I've been off the diet. So on Friday, this week on Friday, I'm gonna get back on the keto diet and start kind of start losing some weight again, because this is it's getting kind of to the point where like I can see the pudge kind of coming back, and I don't want that. So I have a feeling this is going to be just like a constant battle for the rest of my life. you know, gotta always moderate. Gotta always just gotta always think about what you're putting in your face. You can't eat what you want forever without consequence. So another one from Dallas, Spicy Life. Are you working at Sichuan University still? I am. Yep, Sichuan University. I This was supposed to be my last year, but because of Corona and a job offer that I had getting withdrawn, I do have to do one more year. Um, oh, we got three people in Dallas. Jamaica Funk. When my students type "get it," they don't get it. Yeah, that's pretty much correct. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, they say "get it," they didn't get it. I was wondering why you ate balsa for breakfast. Because I like them. I like them. Do you have any information to share about being a German teacher in China? Uh, no. Sorry, I don't have any information about that. Uh-uh. No, I don't know anything about teaching German in China. I've met some Spanish teachers. I've met some, lots of English teachers, some French. Excuse me. Some French teachers and Japanese teachers and all manner. But I've only ever come across like one German teacher. Um, it's not it's not a language that's really highly in demand as far as I know, anyway. Um, I know a lot of students, they learn German while they're at university. Um, well, they learn it while they're at university, but they learn it on their own because they want to go to Germany for postgrad study. But I don't think I've ever met anyone who like privately teaches German, so I don't know. David M. We both studied in LUT. Did you study at LUT? Oh, okay, yeah. That that was a golden age of my life. Being at LUT, it was a wild time. So LUT is Lanzhou University of Technology, and if you've been with me for a while, if you've been with me since the beginning, which pretty much no one on my channel is or has been, but uh, I mean, if you remember, I came to China as a student. I came to China as a student in 2011, and I went to Lanzhou University of Technology. I was their first ever foreign student, like foreign exchange student, the first one they ever had. And I was the only foreign exchange student they had at that time, the only one. Occasionally, I would see this Korean guy, and very, very occasionally, I would see this Japanese guy. But I was the only like actual um, exchange student at that university, and so like they started. Um, they they have since like really expanded their foreign exchange program, and it's kind of cool because I was the first just foreign student at that university, first foreign exchange student at that university, and the only one as well. So that was yeah, that was cool. What a time! What a time! Um, on food, my favorite Chinese street food is fried squid stew. Oh my god, I can't talk. My favorite Chinese street food is definitely fried squid skewers with plenty of heat. That's good stuff. I can't eat seafood anymore, but I really like it. Is there okay, Marcus? Let's talk to Marcus for a second. Is there a problem being British teaching English in China? Do they prefer American English? Well, I wouldn't say the majority, but a huge chunk of the English teachers here in China are British. I've got a coworker here who is from Hull. Hull, like that's a really thick accent. Like when he says no, he says no, no. Like it's a very thick accent and a very like it's not that pleasant to hear, but like and I've met Scottish people, you know, like not just like the gentle like Craig Ferguson sort of Scottish person, but like I'm talking like a really thick Scottish accent, mate. Like I can't. I went a bit Australian. I can't do accents. I need to listen to it for a while, then I can do it. But like really thick Scottish accents where like I can't understand some of what they say, but they still teach English here. Um, so it's not a problem. Like you can teach here if you have a British passport and like you're understandable. It's fine. You should do a collab with Afu. No, I find Afu just grating. He's very annoying. Um, I don't like that particular kind of comedy. So if you don't know, Afu is this like really big, like literally really big and figurative really big on Chinese social media. He's this. I think it's a German fella, and he speaks fantastic Chinese, but he makes all these like skit videos about like Chinese mother-in-law does this, Chinese father-in-law does this, Chinese wife does this, Chinese husband does that. And I mean, if you like that sort of thing, you can check it out. But I find it annoying, and I find it annoying. Um, SSSK. You went to college in Longview. No, I didn't. I went to college in Marshall, but I also studied. I studied abroad at LUT. How far in advance do you think? So I'm going back to spicy life here. How far in advance do you think people who want to teach at university should apply if the start date is fall 2021? Okay, so if you start in fall 2021, I would apply now. It's probably too late, but yeah, I would apply now if you wanted to teach at a university. Yeah. Wait, what day is today? Oh yeah, it's June. It's probably too late. So yeah, the peak hiring season for universities is usually April and May. Um, it takes a while to vet candidates, and it takes a while to get paperwork sorted and um, all that sort of thing, and you know to offer contracts and just arrange everything. So yeah, April and May, that's peak hiring season. June, it's probably too late for a lot of places, but definitely look. Don't just give up because I said so. What are your thoughts about a 50-year-old teaching in China? Go, come over, enjoy. Just come over and enjoy it. Um, yeah, Jamaica Funk came to teach in China when he was 57. Yeah, I have a coworker here. Probably my best friend at the university. He's 57. Like, yeah, Nick from London. You might see Nick in a couple of future videos. I've got some ideas for old Nick. That'll be good. Hull is like British Alabama. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Oh man, the comments are just flowing. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the comments. Like I can just like we can just kind of chill. It's great. Now hold on a minute. I'm really thirsty, so I'm gonna like run and get some water. I mean, I'll take you with me, but I really gotta get some water. I'm talking, and I don't have any fuel. I don't have any fuel. KR Logic. When do you think China will open again? No, nobody knows, man. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Look, this it's dead quiet here. There are no students at the university pretty much. There's just no one here, but we still like the teachers are still required to be here. Um, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna. So they have these little stations for us to get water at. Um, so like if you want to get water for tea, they have like a hot water thing, 100 degrees. It's boiling. It's so hot. And then the warm one, which is yeah, it's just warm. So here, let me. All right, cool. That was fascinating, wasn't it? Fascinating. Mm, okay. Let's see. Is Harbin? I don't know what that means. Opinions on Serpent ZA? Yeah, I definitely have opinions on Serpent ZA, but I don't. So my channel basically has two rules. My channel is no. My channel is basically no politics, and no drama. Oh, this is a horrible angle. Yeah. Yeah, my channel is no politics, no drama. I don't talk shit about YouTubers. I don't care. I don't have time for drama, you know? So I don't want to talk. I generally don't talk about other YouTubers at all. Like I'll just show up in their live stream or I'll show up in one of their videos or whatever, but I don't spend a lot of time like I don't think I've ever made a video about another YouTuber, positive or negative. So so Maxime, I taught in Lean E Normal University in Yang maybe Yongchuan University of Arts and Sciences. It's the best job ever. Hmm. Yeah. Uh. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I zoned out for a second. Here, let me check on my students. I'm gonna check on my classes real quick. Okay. No further questions. Here's the airplanes again. Okay. So if you were in Yongchuan, that means you were in Sichuan. I think Yongchuan is in Sichuan. Hmm. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's 2020 now. He wants to work in 2021. Okay. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. What am I thinking? Yeah, so yeah, thank you for pointing that out. Yeah. So, okay, yeah, if you want to start in the fall of a certain year, then apply in the April or May of that certain year. Okay. So if you're going to work in 2021, I would say apply in April or May of 2021. Sorry. Yeah, it's 2020. What am like I've already kind of skipped into next year because I'm so tired of this year. Yeah, I mean, we've all hated this year. We're all totally over 2020, aren't we? Uh, I still hate how there's no cold water at those machines and also at airports, you know. I would say that this is just like room temperature water. Yeah, it's not cold, but it's room temperature. But like we have like if you go downstairs, there's like a little cafe. Um they have a fridge that's got water in it and stuff. So um yeah. And there's a water cooler way on the oh it's on that side. Way on the other side of the thing where the teachers lounge is. And uh, they just have like one of those water dispensers, and you can actually get cold water out of that. But actually, you know, cold water is becoming more and more of a thing, um, especially in cities with more foreigners. They sort of realize that that's a thing. So that's nice. That's nice. Um, okay. Let's see. Austin never engages in anything that could cause drama. That's right, Andrew. Andrew's been around for a long time. He's my boy. He's my boy. He's been around for a long time. He knows. The closest thing I got to like drama, and it wasn't even drama, was like yeah, it wasn't even drama. It was just like the closest thing I got recently to breaking my rules was I jumped in on a live stream with Alex, Reporter Fi, the Barretts, and some other people. I think This Is China, like Jerry Capital, he was in there, and someone else, or maybe I was number four. But yeah, I jumped into that, and they were talking about the stuff happening in the USA and like some current events and things. That's the closest I've ever gotten to breaking my rules. Um, China YouTube is becoming too much drama. I agree. I totally agree. Oh, Yongchuan is beside Chongqing. That's right. That's right. But yeah, University of Arkansas. Who said University of Arkansas? Hmm. I didn't say that. Here, let's sit back for a bit. I'm going to introduce a new segment. I'm thinking about when I do a live stream. I'm going to introduce a new because everyone is obsessed with food videos, right? And I find them so grating and so shallow and just I find food videos to be just asinine. But I think a fun way to compromise is like people enjoy like watching someone react to food and all of that. So I figured like if I do a live stream, I might bring on one snack. Might bring on one snack and try it. And just kind of let you guys know what I think. And that'll just be one part of the live stream. And so I've got these chips right here. So these are Lay's chips, of course, or Walkers if you're from the UK. And these are actually, so it says, yeah, it says Chuan Wei Xian Ding. So it means this is only in Sichuan. So these chips you can't get even in other parts of China. You can only get these in Sichuan. Because this is something called, this flavor is called Boboji flavor. The Boboji is this right here. So it's a bowl that is full with like it's full of like garlic and it's full of different spices like huajiao and full of different like peppers and things like that. And they have chicken or eggs or vegetables or things like that stuck in here, and it's a cold dish. The chicken has been cooked in a type of like soup. It's been boiled in a type of soup, and then they put it in the bowl of spices to just sort of marinate. And it's a wonderful, wonderful dish here in Sichuan. It's one of the, it's from Leshan, which is a city just about an hour outside of Chengdu. And yeah, so let's give these a try. So this is the Tengjiao Boboji flavor. So yeah, it's supposed to taste like this dish. Hmm. So, yeah. So immediately, I can what it sort of smells like a barbecue potato chip, just a classic barbecue flavor. But I can also smell huajiao. So if you don't know what huajiao is are these right here. They're Sichuan peppercorns, and well, not yet. They're Sichuan peppercorns, and what they do is they create what's called the numbing spice. It makes your mouth a little bit numb, like your tongue tingles a little bit, and it changes the flavor profile just a little bit. I mean, in a good way, I think it makes things a little exciting. Hmm. Here, wait, let me get a couple in here so I get the full effect. Hmm. it does have an immediate bite to it. Like after like half a second, it does kind of reach out and grab you. Very just ever so gentle bit of heat. It's just very nice, gentle bit of heat, and you do actually taste. There's another thing in here called tung jiao, which is a special. It's a green Sichuanese pepper, and I can't actually taste that flavor. Tung jiao reminds me kind of a mix between ordinary black pepper and jalapeno, just in the like a fresh jalapeno, not that nasty pickled jalapeno stuff, like a fresh jalapeno and black pepper. That's sort of what a tung jiao is. So that's kind of what I get. It's like a jalapeno black pepper mix, but it's also got like the classic barbecue flavor on them. It's kind of good. That's kind of good. I love Chinese food, but Chinese junk food is gross. It certainly can be. Family Mart prawn chips. No, thank you, Guillermo. I don't like those. You open the chips from the top, like this. Yeah, I used to as well, but I can't seem to do that here in China. They make the bags different in China. The only way I can open these freaking bags is to rip the side of it, because I prefer to open them from the top for sure. But here, it just like I feel like such a weakling. I'm like, I can't open them. Can't open it. You want some? Come and get you some. Thank you, Straya Guy. And by the way, Straya Guy is also a YouTuber. He also makes some videos. Very different sort of style he's got. It's very distinct. Like you're not going to encounter another Chinese YouTuber with the same sort of style. Hold on a minute. But unfortunately, Straya Guy is not in China right now. He's stuck in Australia for like the rest of his life, it seems. He's stuck in Australia until Corona's over. So, hey man, thanks a lot, John. Thank you so much, John. You come in to every live stream. I really appreciate you, John. You're the best. Thanks for the real unbiased videos, Miss Good Hot Pot. Okay, you guys hold on one second. I've got to talk to a couple of students. Okay. So, I can't do two things at the same time. I'm really sorry, guys. Oh God, I can't think. I'm just thinking about the live stream. I gotta type. Okay. All right, I'm back. Okay. Oh, jeez. you just watched all of the gears in my brain turning at once. Thanks for the shout out. I'll get out eventually once they open the borders. Yeah, cheers, man. I hope you get back. I hope you get back before too long, because like Straya Guy had just started making China videos. Like, how many videos had you been making? How many videos had you made, Straya, before you got stuck out of China? Like 10? You made like maybe 10 China videos? I know you used to live in Korea, but yeah, that sucks, man. It's really unfortunate. Let's see. Spicy Life. What certification do you recommend for university teaching? CELTA. CELTA for sure. I did I have a TESOL and a CELTA, and they overlap in many different ways. But CELTA did far more for my teaching than the TESOL did. Um, it's more expensive. It's much more difficult, but it'll do way more for your teaching. If you want to actually like become like a really effective teacher and you want to like understand that teaching is an art, but there's also a bit of science to it, and you want to like it'll put you on the track for continual professional development. What is this? Oh, okay. Wait, hold on a second. Whoa, Teresa with a $10 super chat. First video I remember watching from your channel was before you left China. You thought about that was that was the first video you watched on my channel. That was my very first video. Have you been watching since the very beginning? Because if so, I should give you $10 or something. Because oh my god, I think that was my very first video that I ever made. I think that was in like January 2011 or maybe even December 2010. So Teresa, you are the OG. You've been around longer than anyone else, it seems. You've been around just as long as me. Hmm. All right. I'm gonna have two more chips and then I'm in time. All right. So this is my classroom. So Fluffing Fluff said, "Don't you feel lonely sitting alone in the classroom?" Well, kind of, but I'm not. I'm not alone. Like I'm not. I'm alone, but I'm not lonely because I have you guys, right? That's part of the reason. Like I wanted to stream because like I'm sitting here, I'm all by myself. There's like there are no other classes going on in the entire like hallway back there. Nobody's doing any classes because there are no students back, but I'm still required to be here even though there are no students. I'm still required to be here. So I just kind of sit here and I just look out the window. I mean, the view is nice, but I just look out the window and I got nothing else to do. So let's just stream. Why don't we? Let's just stream. So yeah, I don't feel that lonely. I feel all right. When am I going back to the USA? I don't know. How much does the Celta cost? Celta? Celta was maybe, I think it was like $1,200 or $1,500. It's expensive, but it's a professional qualification. Like it's a professional qualification that doesn't expire. You don't need to do it again. Like it doesn't, like you have that forever. And you will remember a lot of that shit forever. So definitely, I would spring for the Celta, even though it's more. Yeah. So yeah, my Celta was I think around $1,500. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's about 1,500 or a little bit more. Mm. It is pricey, yeah, but if you, it just depends on how much do you want it. Um, how much money per month is required for great quality of life in Chengdu? I'd probably say I have a pretty good quality of life, man, and I make like 11,000 a month, something like that. 10,000 a month, 11,000 a month. I'm having a good time. Having a good time. So um, yeah, basically, I have the lowest paid full time job in Chengdu, basically. So because I'm working at the university, I only work 2 days per week. I work Monday and I work Tuesday. That's it. So I don't get paid a lot of money. I have the lowest paid job in Chengdu, but I still like live a really like good life. I don't really think about money ever. I don't really save, but I don't think about money, and I don't do extra classes. So you know, okay, Marcus, do the universities care whether you have a TEFL or CELTA? Like aside from the CELTA being better for your own teaching skills. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, let's talk TESOL versus CELTA for a second. Now, okay, Teresa's super chat has gone, but thank you, Teresa, again for the $10 super chat. She's my girl. She's my girl. So TESOL versus CELTA. Now, basically, they're two different types of the same thing. They have the same goal, and that is to make you a good English teacher. But the thing is, they're sort of used in hold on, the student. Okay. But they're used in sort of different parts of the world where if you're from Europe or you want to go teach in Europe or you want to go teach in South America or you want to go teach in the Middle East, you need to have a CELTA. So Europe, South America, the Middle East, um, and a few other places. Like you've got to have a CELTA. I think Japan as well. CELTA. That's it. They don't want anything else. So, but if you want to do ESL in China, they generally recognize TESOL certificates or TEFL certificates. They don't really know what a CELTA is. And sort of the same in the USA. If you want to teach in the USA, you need to get like a teaching license and maybe a TEFL or TESOL certificate. That would help. They don't know what a CELTA is. Um, but I was thinking in a few years of maybe going the Europe route or going the Middle East route in a few years. Um, so I went and got the CELTA instead. Plus, it would open me up to do things like being an IELTS examiner or becoming like a CELTA trainer or teacher trainer in general. Um, I just and I met people who I thought were really great teachers who had CELTAs. That was like something that they all sort of had in common was they had CELTAs, and I was like, okay, this is probably something I should get then. But so it really depends on where you see your future. China's only starting to learn what a CELTA is. But if you want to go to Europe, South America, Middle East, and like a couple of countries in Asia, get a CELTA. So I think CELTA just overall, like in terms of how many countries you can go to, it's probably the way to go. Hmm. Let's see. Do I know any sites where I can download audiobooks? No, audiobooks are hard to find. I know lots of websites where you can download books, but audiobooks are never easy to find. Um, Life was cheap back in the day. I used to make 4,000 RMB and have plenty. But you probably had 4,000 RMB and they gave you a house. They probably gave you an apartment as well. So I make about 10,000, 11,000 a month, but I also have to pay for an apartment. So that leaves me, 7,700 to live on for the rest of the month. And I live really well on that. And yeah, I used to, when I lived in Gansu, I made 4,000 yuan a month. Yeah. And I lived on campus. They gave me an apartment. So 4,000 a month just to spend. I lived pretty well. I really enjoyed myself. Simon coming in with that South African honesty. Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right. TEFLs and TESOLs are the quick, they're the cheap and easy way to go. But the thing is, there are some TEFL and TESOL courses that are just as strict as the CELTA, and they require just as much, but they're hard to find. They're hard to find. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No, Sichuan University, Mr. or Miss Chen. Um, yeah, so I don't get an apartment. That's the bell. Hmm. Okay then. When the bell rings in 10 minutes to start the next class, because this is the bell for the break. So when the bell rings for the next class, um, I'll end the live stream. So we got 10 minutes. Mm. Are you still happy in China? Yeah. Yeah, I've got a great life here. I would like to make more money. I've never been able to save because um, I've always been at university jobs where I don't make a lot of money. Um, I've been very careful in the jobs that I've taken because I only want to take better jobs. And I've gone from like Lanzhou Jiaotong University, and I've gone up to Sichuan University, which is a top university in China. But now that I've done that and I've made a really strong CV, I've kind of put my time in. I've done my dues. It's time to go and like chase a money job because now I've got a really strong CV. I've got a good set of credentials. I've got a good set of certificates and experience. So now I actually have kind of earned a really high, like a higher status job. I got offered a job like last week. I got offered a job that paid 600,000 yuan a year. Like, oh my god, it's like 80. It was like $90,000 a year or something like that. 90,000 US dollars a year in Beijing. I got offered the job, but I had already signed the new contract with Sichuan University, so I couldn't take it. I got offered a job just out of the blue on LinkedIn. Um, but like that's why I do it. Well, I didn't take it. Yeah, it was totally legit. It was for like curriculum design, for like a mix of teaching and curriculum design. Um, man, so good. But no, I'd already signed the contract. Once you sign something, you got to see it through. Like once you commit to something, you got to finish it. You got to do it. Um, Universities are the lowest paid job in terms of English teaching. Universities are the lowest paid job. So, um, yeah, if you want money, public schools are great. Training schools are probably the best. Or getting into something non-teaching, like I said, like curriculum design or something, or getting into assessment or something like this. Did I start the semester at SCU? Well, I mean, yeah. Mun. No, I don't have any students. My students are all back in their hometown, man. They're all back in their hometown. Like nobody is at Sichuan University. I had one class yesterday of about 25 students. No one else is here. The university gave the students like a choice. Do you want to come back to school or do you want to stay at home and finish the semester online? What would you do? I'm going to stay at home. Of course, that's what Chinese students did. They stayed at home. But I'm still required to be here because technically Sichuan University is open. So I'm supposed to be here, even though none of my students are here. So yeah. Yeah. Do I get CNY 15,000? No, I don't. I don't get that much. No, I would like to get 15,000 a month, but you don't make that much money at universities. That's how it goes. Um, yeah. If I got offered $100,000 a year business job, would I leave teaching? No, I don't like business. No, no business. I don't like always worrying about like you know keeping the customers happy and I have to deal with clients and I have to do that. No, I don't want to do business. Don't offer me a business job. I wouldn't take it. You'd have to put it up to 3 or 400,000, like USD. I don't do business. I don't enjoy that. I don't want to. Um, about experiments. Well, the thing is, experiments depends on majors. It also depends on the year of the student. I teach freshmen, and freshmen generally aren't doing experiments yet. They're still taking their PE classes, their foreign language classes, their you know, well, I don't know, their history classes, their Marxism classes, they're taking all their general education classes in their first year. They my students don't have experiments to do. So yeah. Will your students come back to school in next semester? I think so. I think so. Yeah, they should all they should all be back. Oh snap! My computer's about to die. Whoop. See ya. I'll be right back. Wow. My computer is gonna die like 2 minutes before the live stream ends. Like, how crazy is that? That's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So you could have given me 2 more minutes. Uh, yeah. Uh, could have given me 2 more minutes. Here we go. All right. Man, Mark just loves those hypothetical situations. Mark loves hypotheticals. What the fuck is a beaver nugget? I don't have a clue what you're talking about, James. Sorry. Hmm. I don't know what a beaver nugget is. Hmm. But yeah, 100K a year teaching job in the USA. I would move back. Yes. Seriously, what the fuck is a beaver nugget? Come on. Come on. Come on. You got to tell me. We got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes to type out what a beaver nugget is. I mean, this sounds like a euphemism for a turd, but yeah, all right. Do Chinese dislike Americans now? I mean, they don't dislike me. They more worry about like the people that I've come across. They more just worry about like the virus situation. That's more what they worry about. Like when I say like I'm from the USA, locals will just kind of go, oh, it's really bad in America right now, huh? Like, oh, it's really scary. Like that's pretty much their first reaction. So, um, yeah, it's a euphemism for hairy balls. Yeah, that's basically what I was thinking. Yeah, I'm very curious about this Bitcoin BTC Akbar. Bitcoin BTC Akbar has been a subscriber of mine for a very long time. And I've always been confused by this person's name, but he's asking about the Marxism class. So yeah, they do actually have a Marxism class. They have Marxism majors. So every at this university anyway, I don't want to speak for all of China, but at this university, yeah, students have to take a politics class, and they have to take a Marxism. It's either a Marxist thought class or it's a communist thought class. I think it's Marxist, but it's just like one of those things you have to do. It's like because they don't take like a government class. Like we have a government class in the USA. Like we have a government and economics class, but they don't do that. They instead of their government class, they have a Marxism class. So yeah, there it is. Oh, James. Oh, okay, James. Okay, I got it. I got it. So the red T-shirt that I wear all the time, it's got this thing called Bucky the Beaver on it, and it's from a truck stop in Texas called Bucky's, and they do sell beaver nuggets there. It's a little, yeah, there's a little bag somewhere in that giant thing. It does say beaver nuggets on it. I've never bought that, but I think it's like a snack of some kind. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Thanks, James. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Did my students talk about George Floyd? No, no, no. We don't talk about that sort of stuff in my classes. Um, I'm sure they would love to talk about it, but I don't think it's that's not my job. My job's not to talk with them about this sort of thing. It's not my job. It's not my protocol, and I don't think it would be allowed because this is China, and you're not allowed to just kind of talk about whatever you want to. So yeah. Okay then. Well, can we have a happy question before we go? Let's do a happy question, and then we'll go. Um, yeah, we'll do it. You would not love to talk about that either. Me neither. Yeah, Crystal has been talking to me for literally hours every day about this George Floyd Black Lives Matter thing. Um, because the thing is, and my dad kind of pointed this out. My dad's just a fucking smart guy. He just said, well, it may be really frustrating, but you have to think about it from her perspective. She comes from a country where there's one race, like they're all Chinese, and like there are minorities, but they are a vast majority of the Han or the vast majority of the population. And she didn't have to grow up with always hearing about these incidents. She never had to think about that sort of thing. So for her to be seeing these things on the news all the time, she would of course be confused about it, and she would want to know more about it and ask more questions and know the nuances of everything going on. So, that's why she's asking all the questions. But it's been literally hours every day. So it's been driving me crazy. Okay. Yes. We got two happy questions. So we got Fluff and Fluff and we got Straya. So, all right. This will be the nice one to end. This will be the nice stuff to end on. Now, what's your favorite Chinese food and when are you going to try it? Well, I mean, I've already tried my favorite Chinese food. Um, it's hard to pick a favorite Chinese food. I think it's kind of impossible. Um, it's kind of impossible. So I would probably go with the top five, maybe. Most of them are Sichuanese dishes, but here, let's go. So, Lanzhou beef noodles. That's in my top five. Um, Jianbingguozi from Tianjin, like that's in the top five. Um, Chuan Chuan here in Sichuan, um, definitely in the top five. Um, Guokui. Okay, so guokui is this deep fried like It's like bread that's sort of a flat bread, and it's rolled up sort of like a cinnamon roll kind of looking thing, and it's squished. But inside it's like a spicy, like ground beef or ground pork kind of thing. It's really spicy, really numbing. So it's called guokwe. Oh man, that's definitely one of my favorites. And that's four. Um, hmm, hmm. That's four. Number five that's a hard pick. Ooh, Xinjiang food. Lamb kebabs. There you go. Thank you, Mark. You just saved my life. Lamb kebabs. Yeah, or any food from Xinjiang is really good. I missed that really nice Xinjiang food when I lived in Gansu. Because Gansu and Xinjiang are just right next to each other. So yeah, those are probably my top food. I find Cantonese cuisine kind of boring. It's uninteresting to me. It's fun for like 3 days. It's really interesting and really nice and fun for 3 days. It's refreshing. But like if I were to live in Guangzhou or if I were to live in like Hong Kong, well, no, Hong Kong's different because it's so international. But like if I were to live in Guangdong, like I would just go nuts. I wouldn't enjoy it. I would not enjoy it. Yeah, shots fired. Ooh, come and get me, Guangdong people. Like, I, it's not interesting. Sorry, I find your food boring. I find your food boring. Like, that's it. I like lots of different flavors. Guangdong people uh, really like the natural flavors of food. So they'll take the food and they might put a little bit, sprinkle of sugar on it, maybe a tiny, tiny bit of salt, and then some soy sauce, and then that's it. Boring. I've been to Guangzhou before. I've been a couple of times. I've been to the famous restaurants. I've had the famous foods. I've had the well-known stuff. It's not my thing. Yeah. Hashtag Austin and China is over party. There you go. Make it trending. Any thoughts on Chongqing Real Hot Pot? I love Chongqing Hot Pot. It's great. My my two favorite hot pot restaurants. One of them is in Chongqing. Definitely. Are there really a lot more street vendors now due to high unemployment? Yes, there are lots more street vendors. Thank God. I love it. I'm so happy there are more street vendors. Um, yeah, they're back. They're back in force. China was they really sanitized the whole country. They just everywhere that I would travel to, there's like no more street food. But now it's back. I love it. I love it. You want to move to Chengdu as a 35-year-old American? Would you be a pariah? No, of course not. Of course not. Dude, there's lots of 35-year-old people here. I'm 31. My best friend is 57. Like my other coworkers are in their mid 30s or early 30s. Like, nah, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. You're good. You're good. So, I think with that, I'm going to say goodbye. It has been an hour. I have to go print off an insurance form because I've got to get my health insurance renewed here. So I got to print off that form, and I actually got to do my second class, which technically started a couple minutes ago. But I'm gonna talk to them real quick, and then that's it. So thank you all very much for watching. I really appreciate you guys coming. Dropping by and just talking. We had like 60 people or something. Yeah, we had like 60 people or something at the height of it. So I really appreciate that. You're making my day just a little bit better. So thanks a lot. And to John and to Teresa who dropped the super chats. Thank you so much for the support. It means a lot. You guys are great. So yeah, it seems that's gonna be about it. Sorry, James. Well, I won. Yeah, sorry about that. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go here. Gotta talk to some children for a little bit. By children, I mean 19-year-olds. So, yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.